5. Nate the Great was crippled. He didn't feel it. He was made of paper. Nate the Great is a character from one of my favorite detective series. He was also the latest entry in my Mysteryopedia, my encyclopedia of detectives from books. I have read all the Nate the Great books. He is the only one who inspired me to look for mysteries in my neighborhood. But he's never had to look for missing robots. It was Friday night. The Maker Faire started tomorrow. The Robot Maze Challenge was on Sunday. We didn't have a lot of time to find Jordan and Glitch's robot. I need to think. When I need to think, I work on my Mysteryopedia. My baby sister Sophia was asleep. Mom, Dad, and my older sister Alicia were watching TV in the living room. Thinking and TV don't go well together, so I was in the kitchen, smoothing out a wrinkled detective so I could glue him into the Mysteryopedia. Questions wrinkled my brain, too. Who would steal a kid's robot? Jordan's shed was locked and the window painted shut. So how did the thief get in? Did Lionel take Jordan's robot plans? If not, then why were they taped to his makerspace table? Did you glue yourself to the chair, Myron? Alicia stood in front of the fridge. I hadn't heard her come into the kitchen. The glue isn't strong enough to stick me to the chair. Oh, I said, looking up. You were joking, weren't you? Yes, little brother, I was joking. I know you don't like jokes. Yes, I do, I said, but only when they're funny. Ouch, that hurts, Alicia said, but she was smiling, so I knew she was still joking. She opened the fridge and took out a jug of homemade lemonade. Working on another case? Yes, I put the glue stick on the table and put the cap back on it. I bet a glass of lemonade would help you think. My sister knew me very well. She brought 2 glasses of lemonade to the table and sat down beside me. She looked at the pictures in my Mysteryopedia. What's the latest case that our greatest detective stumped? I sipped my lemonade and told her about Jordan and Glitch's robot and about the Maker Faire. By the time I was done, Alicia had finished her drink. Sounds like you need to go to the Maker Faire tomorrow to do some investigating. That's my other problem, I said. I don't have anyone to take me. Dad is working, and Mom is looking after Sophia. Hurrah's mom is working too. We're stuck. No, you're not, Alicia said. I can take you. That would really help, I said. You're just lucky. I promised Courtney I'd go with her. You can tag along. Alicia got up to go. She stopped at the door. We're starting a movie. Want to join us? It's a mystery. I like mysteries. Really? Alicia's eyes went wide. I didn't know that about you. Yes, you did, I smiled. Oh, you're joking again. Got you twice in one night, little brother, Alicia laughed. We went into the living room together. The movie was just starting. I had done enough thinking for one day. A Tyrannosaurus Rex towered over Oakdale Park. It wasn't a real dinosaur. That would be impossible. The dinosaur was made out of old bicycle parts. It towered over the entrance to the park. Gears turned inside the dinosaur's body, making its head sway back and forth and its massive jaws open and shut. A sign hung across the path leading into the park. It read, "Welcome to West Meadows Maker Faire." The park was crowded. Families pushed strollers along the busy path, visiting booths that looked like little tents. Each booth had different gadgets on display. Adults and kids gathered around the booths, watching demonstrations or building their own mechanical creations. Music blasted from the speakers on the far side of the park. This is going to be amazing, Hurrah bounced up and down. It's going to be loud. I pulled a pair of earplugs out of my pocket and stuffed them into my ears. A good detective always comes prepared. Beside us, Alicia checked her cell phone. Okay, you two, Courtney is at the food vendors. She looked at the crowded park. Are you sure you don't want to come with me? We'll be fine on our own, I said. Hurrah has her mom's phone. We can call you if anything happens. Okay, Alicia shrugged. Stay together and don't get lost. We're detectives, Hurrah said. We don't get lost. We find lost things. Alicia laughed. Call me when you're ready to leave. You got it. Hurrah stood at attention and saluted my sister. Alicia walked through the bicycle, dinosaur's legs, and into the park. Hurrah spun around. Ready to find a robot? We have other things to do first, I said, but she wasn't listening. She had already run past the dinosaur and was checking out the first booth. And we're supposed to stick together. I grabbed a map of the Maker Faire from the welcome table and caught up to my runaway detective partner. Even with my earplugs, the noise and the people made my brain buzz. Does anybody remember what happens when his brain starts to buzz? Grace, what happens when his brain starts to buzz?
He's stressed.
He's stressed, right? He's starting to get upset. He's starting to get scared. He's like, I don't know about this. Remember, his brain buzzing is not a good sign for him. I don't like crowds. Coming here was a bad idea, but it was the only way we might find out who stole Robinson the robot. A kid carrying a large cardboard box with Maker Masters painted on the side hurried towards us. Coming through, said a voice behind the box. I stepped out of the way just in time to see who was being so pushy. Smasher. Mick Glintley stopped when she saw me. Myron the Snoop. What are you doing here? She said with a snarl. Where's little Miss Bounce-A-Lot? I'm right here. Hurrah began jumping around Smasher, as if she had springs in her shoes. What's in there? What have you got? Can I see? None of your business, Smasher growled. She guarded the box with her body. It looks pretty important, Hurrah bounced from one side of Smasher to the other. Go away, Smasher snapped. What's in here is none of your business. If it's Jordan and Glitch's robot, it is very much our business, I said. Smasher laughed. Maybe it is their robot in this box. Maybe I am the robot thief. But I'm not showing you what's inside. For a pair of detectives, you are totally clueless. Smasher continued down the path. She was still laughing as she pushed her way through the crowd and disappeared. Did Smasher just admit to being the robot thief? Hurrah asked. She had stopped bouncing and sounded confused. She wasn't alone. Whatever Smasher was up to, she was wrong about us. Hurrah and I had lots of clues. We just didn't know who stole the robot. All right. So let's add to our plot mountain. So we're going to add another rising action. So what kind of happened in that chapter? What could be our summary of that chapter? Aiden, what happened in that chapter?
She didn't let him see what's inside the box, and she admitted herself maybe she was the thief.
So our big thing is that Smasher, right, is coming into the fair with this box. And do we know what's in the box? No.
Yes.
Right? Well, but do we know, Holly, what's in the box? We know what she wants us to think is in the box. But do we know what's actually in the box?
No.
No, we don't know what's actually in the box, right? So we just know she's carrying this box, and it could be Jordan and Glitch's robot, or it could be something else. So we're going to write right here, Smasher came through the fair with a mystery box, right? Because we don't know what's in the box. And then I may even add on my suspect list, because she wasn't making anything. All they found was food. And now she's done what? She's basically said
that she might have stolen the box,
she might have stolen the robot, right? She basically just said, well, I might have it. Smasher admitted she might.
But she didn't really admit that she isn't. She just said, maybe I am.
Well, so that's why I said might, right? And I underlined it because I said Smasher admitted she might, meaning like she might have done it, but she probably maybe didn't do it, that she might have taken the robot. Because she might not have. She might just be playing. She might just be trying to play games with them, right? And she's just being Smasher. She's just being a bully. And she's just being mean. Yes, Katya, you can use the restroom. Okay. All right. So we're going to stop there for our